Welcome to the HFY Vault channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the story. Enjoy and take care. People across the galaxy whispered about one strange human, the only man who ever refused an Alien Giantess bride. Most humans never even met an Alien. They were huge, powerful, beautiful in a terrifying way, and always respected. Rejecting one was like rejecting a mountain. But Commander Rian Holt had done exactly that. And for months, aliens kept asking the same question. Why would a human reject Lady Vesha? The strongest woman on planet Aurexia? Only Rian knew the answer. He thought she was dangerous. He thought she was too powerful. He thought she would crush him physically and emotionally. But that was before the day he accidentally saw her changing. Before he discovered the truth she had been hiding. Before everything, his fear, his pride, his beliefs, collapsed in one moment. This is what really happened. Commander Rian Holt stepped out of the shuttle onto the bright red soil of Aurexia 7, the homeworld of the Giantess race. He was here as a human representative, nothing more. At least, that's what he told himself. He took a deep breath. The air smelled like metal and rain. And then he saw her. Lady Vesha. Over 9 feet tall, broad shoulders, long silver hair, violet eyes glowing like twin suns. She wore the traditional Orcian armor, smooth plates, shining purple runes, and a long cloak that flowed behind her like a living shadow. Every alien around her bowed. Rian didn't. He simply nodded. Vesha tilted her head. You are the human who refused my marriage proposal. Her voice shook the air like distant thunder. Rian cleared his throat. It was not personal. I just don't plan to marry anyone. A lie. A weak lie. Vesha stepped closer, towering over him. He could feel her warm breath. You fear me, she said gently. He didn't answer. Because yes, he did. The Aurexian custom. The Giantess Council soon arrived and explained the situation. On Aurexia, warriors chose their life partners not for beauty, but for strength, bravery, and spirit. Vesha had chosen Rian because he had saved an Orcian child from a collapsing mine during a treaty mission. To her people, that act was equal to a marriage claim. But to Rian, it was just duty. I respect your culture, he said. But I cannot accept. Everyone gasped. Vesha simply looked at him with unreadable eyes. Very well, she said softly. But you will remain on Aurexia for 3 days. It is the law. Rian agreed. 3 days. Then he would leave forever. Or so he thought. The moment that changed everything. On the second day, Rian was walking near the training fields. The giant warriors were practicing, shaking the ground with every step. He took a quiet path behind the armory, trying to avoid attention. That's when he heard a sound, soft, painful. A whisper. He recognized her voice instantly. Vesha. He followed the sound and stopped behind a huge stone arch. She was there, and she was changing out of her armor. Rian quickly turned to leave, but then he froze. Not because she was beautiful. Not because she was huge. But because he saw something no one had ever told him. Her back was covered in scars. Deep scars. Old scars. Dozens of them. Her armor wasn't just ceremonial. It was protection because she had been hurt many times, maybe near death. He had never imagined a woman that strong could also be wounded. But then he saw something worse. She was crying. Her giant hands trembled. Her shoulders shook with silent tears. And she whispered to herself. I am not angry that he rejected me. I am simply not enough. Rian's heart stopped. Not enough? She was the strongest alien warrior he had ever seen. How could she believe that? He stepped out without thinking. Vesha. She gasped and spun around, instantly pulling her cloak to cover herself. Her eyes flashed with shock and pain. You should not be here. I'm sorry, Rian said. I didn't mean to. Leave. Her voice cracked. Orsian warriors never cried. They weren't supposed to. He walked closer anyway. Who gave you those scars? She turned her face away. They are reminders, she whispered. Reminders that strength does not mean safety. Reminders that even giants can be broken. Rian swallowed hard. You think I rejected you because of these? She looked at him, her violet eyes wet and shining. I think you rejected me, because I am too much. The truth. Rian slowly shook his head. I didn't reject you because you're too much. He hesitated. I rejected you because I'm not enough. Vesha blinked, confused. You are a commander. A hero. How can you say this? Rian exhaled shakily. You're powerful. Brave. Important to your people. I'm just a man. I thought, if I accepted your proposal, I would become a shadow under your strength. He looked at the scars again. But I didn't know you were carrying so much pain. Vesha's voice softened. Every warrior carries pain. But I carry a different fear. What fear? She took a breath. The fear that no one will ever see me as a woman. Only a weapon. Rian felt something inside his chest shift. Without thinking, he stepped closer and gently placed a hand on one of the scars on her arm. She stiffened at first, then relaxed. For a moment, neither spoke. The attack. Suddenly, alarms rang across the sky. Red lights flashed. A deep echo shook the ground. An unknown ship entered Orsian space, hostile. Warriors ran. Commanders shouted. The sky lit up with defense lasers. Vesha snapped back into warrior mode. Rian, go to the shelter. He didn't listen. No. I can fight. She glared down at him. You are small. Frail. You will die. He met her gaze. Then let me die fighting beside you. For the first time since he arrived, she smiled. Not proud. Not powerful. But warm. The battle. The enemy drones swarmed the valley. Vesha grabbed her massive warhammer. Rian picked up a human rifle from the supply rack. They fought back to back. Vesha smashed through metal like it was paper. Rian shot down drones trying to flank her. They moved like one unit, small and giant, fragile and strong, perfectly balanced. At one moment, a drone fired a plasma bolt straight at Vesha's back, toward her old scar. Rian threw himself in front of it. The blast hit him hard. His armor cracked. He fell to one knee. Vesha screamed a raw, powerful sound. She rushed to him, lifted him easily with one arm, and slammed her hammer into the drone so hard the ground split. When the battle ended, Rian was breathing heavily. Vesha held him close, too close. You risked your life for me, she whispered. He smiled weakly. You would have done the same. Her eyes softened. I already have. The decision. When the enemy retreated, the Orsian Council approached. Human Rian Holt, the elder said. You fought as a true partner to Lady Vesha. Do you still reject her? Rian looked at Vesha. He saw the strong warrior. The wounded woman. The person who wanted to be loved, not feared. And he saw how she held him like something precious. He took her giant hand. No, he said. I don't reject her. Vesha's breath caught. Rian continued. I didn't understand you before. I didn't see your heart. But now, yes. I accept. The elders nodded approvingly. But Vesha stepped closer and whispered to him. You saw me crying. You saw my scars. You saw my fear. And still, you choose me? Rian smiled gently. I choose all of you. Her giant fingers curled around his hand. Then I choose you too. And so, the human who once refused the giantess became the man who stood beside her warrior, partner, heart. Because sometimes, one unexpected moment is all it takes to show you someone's true soul.